I know every single unit come to Zenless Zone Zero's Season 2 update. Now hold up, you might think I'm crazy, but honestly, if you see my DA runs with Haramasa, whoo, you think I'm a psycho. That's actually insane, bro. Wait, ha! Let's go. I'm played up. It is theater. I'm guessing you never use Grace or Haramasa based off the gameplay here. Nope. But I'm actually telling you with a high probability, like I'm on that later type that I actually sat down and predicted all the upcoming units from 2.0 to 2.7. Hop in the car and let's take a trip to the future. All right, folks. Let's start with the math. Now I know math isn't everyone's favorite subject, but it definitely is mine for regular reasons. Numbers are kind of cool, you know? But I digress. Let's start off with the total amount of S tier characters that will be possible in the pool of Season 2. With patches 2.0 through 2.7, we have a total of 16 potential S tier characters. Barring our update with reruns, our maximum is 16, but realistically for me, I think it's actually 15. So out of these 15, how are we going to break them down? Well, funny enough, we already actually know most of the factions that will be showing up in the upcoming year. Yeah, that's right. You didn't know? Well, they basically hinted at them already, and they're going back on April 13th to announce them all officially. So come back to this video and let me know if it aged like milk. But let's start off with the obvious, the Yin Koi Summit faction. Or for those Americans who are a little bit lazy, Yin Koi loosely translates to cloud, so you can consider it the Cloud Summit faction. You guys are welcome. So with this Cloud Summit faction, we can expect at least 4 S tier characters, if not 5. But for now, I'm going to put down 4 because I think there's going to be an A tier somewhere in the mix. And to go on a side tangent, at least 3 total A tiers across the entire year, which sounds pretty reasonable. But out of those 4, we already know about 2 of them, Zhufufu and Yishuan, the supposed leader of the faction. And I'm not gonna lie, let's sit down. And I'm not gonna lie, let's sit down and let's talk about these 2 photos. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. A, B, A, B. Now tell me these 2 don't look suspiciously familiar. That's right, Yishuan is legit the universe's Hersher of the Void. And with some iconography imposing, this ain't no coinkydink. My fellow Gooners, we all have our new Void Hunter now. And I personally think, much like the Hersher of the Void, she's going to be a physical type Void Hunter. Yeah, I can't really see an angle for what archetype of class, so we'll leave that for the trailer next week. That means there are 2 other Cloud Summit characters to be announced. And if we're going off of the classic martial arts weaponry, we can expect a polearm or staff character, a longbow character, or some variant of a sword-wielding character. More than likely, I'm sure that Zhufufu is actually a fisticuffs character, and Yishuan uses whatever her shadow familiars, manifestation conjurings that she has, so she's covered. And that wraps up the Cloud Summit characters. Next, we've got the Angels of the Lulu. And well, since the leakers have already got to them, it's hard to shy away. We already know most of their names, unless they change them upon release. So we have Nozomi, Haruka, and Chinatsu. 3 very cute cybernetic VTuber units, who one of them has to be ether, maybe one ice, maybe one electric? We'll see when they release, but that crosses off 3, if not a 4th extra member who will join them midway through, kind of like Cunning Hairs or maybe Seraphim from KDA. Next is Opal Squad Part 2. Yes, sir, it's not just gonna be Ambi 11, and... Sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, Opals is looking to diversify, and more than likely we can see them returning with some new faces. 2 in particular, just like how Sambi and Sugar released together, so 2 I can see these units coming as a nice package in 2.4. After the main story is complete. Then we get to uncharted territory. After those 3 factions, Josh, how do you know the rest? Well, the devs actually hinted at this faction, a movie archetype that we have yet to see in the game. We have horror, we have singers, Mad Max, and now we head to the world beyond, space. That's right, folks, the Space faction. And this one I'm actually super excited for because we could get lightsabers. Oh, wouldn't it be so cool to chuck my lightsaber around, bring it back with magnetic forces and something like that? You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys catch what I mean. But truth be told, the faction inspiration comes from the development of the story. In particular, what is teased about the current story of 2.x. where we head to the Lemnian Hollow, which actually took over an aerospace engineering research facility. More than likely, once we save, recover, or assist this faction with pulling research goods and such from the Hollows, we'll be able to team up with them on the real battlefield, which is going to be sick. It would be engineers again, but cooler. Sorry to the bros at Bellbach. But I suspect we could be getting around 2 units for the squad as well, bringing our total up to a whopping 11. And before we move on, let's take a small break to thank our sponsor, you. Guys, please don't leave the video, I'm so sorry. Because each week we are actually going to be giving away an Internet pass to our community members for this month of April. All you guys need to do is make sure that you guys are subscribed, like the video, and comment down below anything you think about the video. We're trying to reach 25k subscribers, and it's a really lofty goal, but I think we could do it together. So make sure to join in on the community and the conversation by clicking the red button down below. And now we're back. It's no surprise that the last 4 will most likely either be a 3-to-1 or 2-to-2 combo. Very much like how in 1.x, we got 2 Stars of Lyra and 2 Mockingbirds. But in my opinion, I like the 1-to-3 set much better. What comes with this 1-to-3 set combo box, you might ask? Well, it's 3 finger-licking great chimkin tenders and 1 Man, this would be the biggest dub ever if they were to actually release a storyline based around Billy and the Starlight Knights. And personally, I think that you could either add in an extra Yin Koi Summit character or just some random other member of some other team to get paired with him to make a set for the update. But this would pay off for a whole year of playing the game. Actually, for me who's been following the game ever since it was teased back in 2021, I could say 4 years. A 4-year trek to see this man become the actor he was meant to be. Maybe you could join the same agency as the Stars of Lyra and funnily be tagged into that faction. Again, more than likely it'll be a Soldier Zero situation where we see him don a new outfit, new moves, and a new sub-faction. That's yet to be discussed. And potentially if they either go the Starlight Knights route as a single Billy or even give us a set of characters, we'll almost likely see a slot of 2 more extra characters come in a sub-faction that, okay, I admit, I actually don't know about. I know I said I knew every single character, but that was kind of a lie. But you can't tell me getting 80 to 90% isn't a good score. But this little thought experiment is only a thought experiment until the official teaser for 2.x comes out on April 13th. I'll most likely be streaming the morning that the trailer comes out to be able to discuss every single faction in detail. But right now, let me know in the comments what you think of potential factions that could be showing up in 2.x. Don't forget to like the video, or if you were watching from the future and I made a miscalculation, feel free to dislike the video. You know, hey, I won't feel bad if you downvote this video. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did. I'm excited for more news about ZZZ 2.x coming in the next 2 months. And if you are too, stick around as we cover all of it for you. For more content, news, guides, and even a smidge of lore and story throughout our proxy podcast, until the next video, which you should click here to watch. My name is Josh, and we'll see you in the next one.